Hello YouTube, welcome back to Melbourne. I'm so glad to be home. It's 2.1 kilos of amazing sushi. So I kind of thought this might be a nice way to kind of ease my way back into Melbourne life. I'm so glad to be home, and as you can probably tell, I am freezing. After the heat and humidity of Singapore, Melbourne is cold, really cold. It's like yesterday was 31 degrees and it is now 19 degrees Celsius. So I am freezing. So I pulled out my Pikachu onesie and I'm now snug and warm in this completely fake polyester yellow jumpsuit thing. It is wonderful. I am also starving. As much as I loved all the amazing yummy food in Singapore, I am in a way glad to get back to Melbourne. Oh, jeez. Oh, a little thirsty here. So anyone who knows, I don't drink still water. I only drink either soda water or mineral water. And when Woolies or Woolworths has a 1.25 litre bottle of water for, was it 75 cents? It's insane. It's amazing. I actually have 20 bottles up in my water cupboard at any one time. I always have 3 bottles refrigerated in the fridge, so it's nice and chilled, or when I just want that little effervescent hit. So, cheers everyone. Well, as you can see, I have a small platter of sushi, all courtesy of Costco. Well, no, Costco did not sponsor this. I paid for this myself, but I was in Costco buying some essentials after I got back from Singapore, and I saw this massive platter there. It's 2.1 kilos of amazing sushi. So I kind of thought this might be a nice way to kind of ease my way back into Melbourne life after the extravagance of the last couple of weeks in Singapore. What we have here is, I believe that's smoked salmon. So we've got like 2 rows of smoked salmon. We have 2 rows of, I believe, fried pork, maybe like katsudon or katsu or something like that. Then we have a couple of rows of tinned tuna, and what I'm kind of guessing is a vegetarian option. I'm not too sure what it is. I'll know when I taste it. This is the rather dodgy looking preserved ginger that came with this pack of sushi. It also came with a lot of those squeezy, you know, the little squeezy soy sauces in the little fish packets. I didn't use that because I have like a 5-litre bottle of Kikkoman soy sauce. So I had that and I've mixed it, and I know, don't judge me, but I have in here as well wasabi, and I mixed in a little bit of my brother's chili oil. So nothing authentic about this at all. But then again, this is Costco sushi. There's nothing authentic or Japanese about it apart from the rice and the nori. Really, there's mayonnaise in everything, but I love that. And really, for all of this, it was $35. This is 2.1 kilos of sushi, including the soy sauce, the wasabi, and the pickled ginger, all for $35. I think that's incredible value. So I am going to tuck in, and I'm going to start off with the, once again, I'm assuming it's a vegetarian option. So let's see. I'll have one without any sauce. I'll just have it by itself. Oh, wow. That flavor is exceptional. I actually don't know what it is. I think maybe it's like tempura vegetables. Oh, wow. Oh, I really like that. Mmm. Mmm. I really, really like that. Now, I'm going to have one of the tuna. So, I'm going to have it plain as well, without any of the soy, wasabi, chili oil mix. Mmm. It's canned tuna. What can you expect? Mmm. Mmm. This preserved ginger, or pickled ginger, I never used to like it. I used to absolutely despise pickled ginger. Uh, it's only maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, so relatively recent. I've gotten a taste for it. I'm really liking it. So this is the smoked salmon now, which I know is going to be amazing. Oh, I can taste the smoky salmon. It is absolutely delicious, and there's a saltiness to that salmon. Um, and I'm going to be honest now. That mayonnaise, kind of that rich mayonnaise, complements it really well. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Oh wow. Mm. And now this, it's the fried pork or the battered fried pork. Let's see if it's any good. Mm. Let's be honest now. Anything fried is delicious. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Oh. Mm. Oh, I'm so happy right now. It's so good, guys. Now, if you're going to ask me to rank in terms of my least favorite to my favorite, I don't dislike anything here. It's all really good. But if I had to rate, number 4 would be the tuna. Number 2 would be the pork. Sorry, number 4 would be the tuna. Number 3 would be the pork. Number 2 would be the salmon. And number 1 would be this amazing vegetable tempura. I'm assuming it's vegetable tempura. The flavor is out of this world. Seriously, get out of here. So I am now going to have some of this soy chili oil mix. Mm. Mm-hmm. Now this is not a 100-piece sushi challenge. I don't know how they can do 100 pieces and survive, really, frankly. I mean, this is 48 pieces, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get through it. Mm. Well, they are pretty thick. That's a very generous size sushi roll. Mm. So they've given a lot more of the crumbed pork and smoked salmon. Mm. Which I think is what most people probably like. Mm. Mm. So as you can see here, I have some interesting products. I have a lot of Tim Tams. I have a white chocolate matcha Kit Kat. I have the premium morning tea Suntory clear water, Golden Duck gourmet salted egg yolk potato chips, some bakute spices, a crumpler tote bag, a Singapore top best foods t-shirt. Where is it? So this is a pouch version of the t-shirt, so listing of laksa, roti prata, chili crab, bakute, nasi lemak, chicken rice, char kway teow. So I actually had everything on this list except for chili crab. I'm not a huge fan of chili crab. I know, controversial, but I'm not a huge fan of chili crab when I was in Singapore. So I didn't have any of it. I much prefer the pepper crab. I find the chili crab too sweet and too tomatoey. So my brother tried to finish one of these packs, and he couldn't. I reckon I can beat him. I'm a much bigger guy. I'm a fatter guy, and I've got a bigger stomach. I've been practicing and exercising my stomach in Singapore, so I should hopefully be able to finish this. I'll be sick at the end of it, but I'm going to finish it, hopefully. So what's all of this, you might be asking? Well, all my Instagram followers will know that this represents the giveaway. I am giving away packets of Tim Tams and all these chocolates and the shirt and the pouch to all my Instagram followers and all my YouTube subscribers as a thank you. So none of this was sponsored. This is all out of my own pocket. I just want to say thank you for following me. So what I'd like is for everyone to hit subscribe below, hit the follow button in Instagram, and leave a comment. And I will randomly select someone for each and every one of these items. Obviously, Australians, you can easily get Tim Tams here on Down Under. So obviously, as these individual items come up as part of the giveaway segment, obviously Aussies, you don't need to kind of like and hit and comment on the Tim Tams, because you can easily get them here. So the Tim Tams are for all my international followers and subscribers. I will mail them to you. So when each item comes up on Instagram, please hit like and comment, and I will randomly select a winner, and I will then DM you to get your address, and I will post it to you. And then all you have to do is take a photo of you eating the food and just tag me onto it. And yeah, simple as that. So obviously things like the pouch, and I think this is what everyone wants. This shirt, this t-shirt. I've only got size medium, but it is unisex. So whoever wins this must wear it, take a selfie, post it, and tag the Travelling Ulcer on Instagram. That would be great. See, the problem is because the longer it takes me to eat, the more full I get. So to all my Instagram followers, you all know I actually flew Jetstar. To Singapore. And to those who aren't in Australia or Southeast Asia, Jetstar is is the low-cost carrier arm of Qantas. I've flown Jetstar many, many times, not domestically within Australia, but domestically within intra-Asia, and also from Australia to Asia many, many times. And I think for the price, quality of the product, the service levels, well worth the money. I should caveat that I fly their equivalent to business class, or Jetstar business. Which, if you compare the product, the service, when I talk about the hardware product, so the seat itself and the quality of service, it is the equivalent to premium economy on Qantas or Singapore Airlines or any other airline. But for the price, it's well worth it. I've got amazing food, well. And on the flight from Melbourne to Singapore, for lunch, I got this Szechuan prawn dish. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look, Mark and I have flown a lot of premium airlines. We've flown first and business classes, Thai Airways, Singapore Airlines, Malaysian Airlines, British Airways, Lufthansa, Qantas, Air New Zealand, Cathay Pacific. What other airlines? Emirates, Qatar. I think there was one more. I can't remember which one. So we've flown a lot of airlines in first and business class. And I know this is going to be very controversial, but this Szechuan prawn dish that Jetstar served me in Jetstar business beat every other dish I've ever eaten that 40,000 feet up in the air. It was exceptional. The spice levels, just the actual intensity and depth of flavor, it was phenomenal. It really was, and I put in my Instagram feed a huge thumbs up and congratulations to Jetstar Catering for that dish. Oh, wow. I think I actually said that I would not only order that again on that flight, but I would order that over and over again if I was served that here in a restaurant. That's how much I enjoyed it. It was really, really good. On the return flight, I was served an equally good dish. It was delicious, but it wasn't close in comparison to the quality of the Szechuan prawn. But I chose the perch ayam, or the perch pedas. So it's like a curried fish. My goodness. Wow. Delicious. The fish was flaky and moist, yet the beautiful kind of sauce over the fish and the rice. Delicious. Well done to Jetstar Catering again. And once again, I paid for everything myself. Jetstar did not fly me, did not give me a discount. This was off my own back, out of my own pocket. So what I'm saying is my personal review. So all my Instagram followers and all my YouTube subscribers, if I'm given a discount, anything free, by whether it's a restaurant or whether it's a manufacturer, whether it's a retailer, whether it's an accommodation or airline, I will always preface that at the start of each segment. I think it's only fair that, but so far, I'm not an influencer. I don't have that many followers on Instagram. I don't have that many subscribers on YouTube. So I'm not getting any freebies, which is fine, absolutely fine, because everything that I'm eating, everything that I'm sharing is what I love and enjoy anyway. So irrespective of whether they give me a freebie or discount, I was going to always buy this. I was always going to eat this. So one other low-cost carrier that Mark and I have flown considerably is AirAsia X. Now, we have one of our cousins, or one of Mark's cousins, my cousin, is a pilot for a major Australian airline. I wouldn't say any more than that. He continually surprised that we will fly Malaysian Airlines, or we would even fly AirAsia. Speaking from a consumer standpoint, I have no problems flying either of those airlines. Obviously, with Malaysian Airlines, they were really struck hard a few years ago with, was it MH17 and 370, or was it 360? Yeah. Despite that, despite those two incidences, I'll still fly Malaysian Airlines. No questions asked. Probably one of my favorite airlines. AirAsia X. I've flown them from Australia to Malaysia on numerous occasions actually. And when they have a sale, we're talking about phenomenal sales here. You can get less than 1,000 Australian dollars return on their business class. Now, I would like each and every one of you to go on YouTube and search AirAsia X Business Class, and then come back and tell me about it. So pause this, go and check it out. All back now? So what do you think? Business class on a low-cost carrier like AirAsia. That business seat is angled. It's not lie flat, so it's not flat. It's at a slight angle. But seriously, for that price, you're flying from, say, Melbourne to KL, depending on the time of the year, is 7.5 to 8 hours. It's not that far. And for that seat, you get included free baggage, you get access to the Red Lounge in KL Airport, you get one meal. Bloody worth it, seriously. Now, I will say one thing about AirAsia. If any of you flown to KL, there's two major airports, KLIA and KLIA2. Now, KLIA2 it was almost purpose-built for AirAsia and all low-cost carriers. It is a massive, massive construction. So it's huge, probably one of the biggest airports for any low-cost carrier. But it's very rough around the edges. It's just, it almost seems incomplete. And to a certain degree, I don't think the expansiveness, the size of, and the scale of that terminal is required. I really don't understand why it is so large. I mean, from landing, it can take you up to half an hour, depending on your walking speed, to get to immigration and customs. Yeah. I know Mum and my aunt go back to Malaysia very frequently, at least 2 or 3 times a year, to look after my grandmother in Penang. They're designated seats where you can sit there and wait for one of those buggies to come and pick you up and take you all the way there. For me, frankly, after a flight, I like to just stretch my legs, so it's not a problem. I love to walk. I walk everywhere, especially when I'm overseas. Oh. Still loving this vegetable tempura. Oh, I'd be happy if all that was vegetable tempura. The tuna definitely is my least favorite. So my trip to Singapore, oh my goodness, I loved it. I love Singapore. I still love it. If it wasn't for the heat and humidity, I reckon I could live there. The food, the people, oh. Wish I could go back more often. Which frankly, I probably could. It's literally only a 7.5-hour flight each way. So I could almost, finish up on a Friday, fly over, have an amazing weekend of culinary extravagance, fly back Sunday night, land back Monday morning and go to work. Could do that. I've got to pee. I've got to get out of this onesie. See, the problem for this is that I'm all cabled up. I've got my transmitter. See, I've got a pooper hole, so that's not a problem. But I don't want to go and poop. I want to pee. Okay, I'm going to stop this. So you don't want to hear me urinate now, do you? I hope I didn't record that. Did I record? Oh, God, I recorded that. Okay, I'm back. Probably noted, I'm not wearing the Pikachu suit onesie, only because with these light boxes, it's bloody warm. It's good. But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be able to finish this. It's way too much food. Way too much food. I mean, I feel guilty just having all this, but Mark will finish it tonight. I can't. It's too much. I mean, that's 20. I ate more than 20. And that's a lot. That's a lot. So the fact that I've eaten more than 20, I think speaks volumes. So I hope everyone watching this did not come in expecting me to finish it. I think you all know me well enough that there is no way I can finish it. It's way too much food. Seriously though, did you really expect me to be able to finish it? Nah. If you did, then you clearly don't know me well enough. Do have a little bit of room for these two Tim Tam flavors. I've never tried them. So this one is salted caramel and vanilla, flavor inspired by gelato messina. And this is coconut and lychee. Now this is the least appetizing flavor I can imagine, coconut and lychee in a Tim Tam. I haven't tried these, so white chocolate. Oh, oh. You do get hit really strong initially, chocolate, and then lychee is just completely overpowering. It's not horrible by any stretch of the imagination. Not one of my favorites. I eat it though. I am. There's an interesting coating around my tongue. Almost like, have you all been to a bakery or a patisserie and you see those amazing eclairs with the beautiful cream just sitting by the window? Not refrigerated, just sitting by the window. And you never ever question, oh, how can this amazing whipped cream survive outside of a refrigerated space? You never question that. I never used to when I was younger. And I'd always go and get one of those eclairs, eat the eclairs, and the sensation, that kind of that coating on my tongue, from eating the eclairs and the fake cream, is what I get from here. Not the most pleasant of flavors. Now this one just sounds amazing. Salted caramel and vanilla. That just sounds great. Okay, this looks more like a typical Tim Tam. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So much so, I think I'm going to have a couple more. So, giveaways. I'm going to take a couple of photos, post them up, and by the time this video is up, all your Instagram followers should know what to do. Woohoo! Oh, you Instagram followers have some of the nicest things. Say some of the nicest things. Thank you. Now, as some of you may be aware, I'm starting the keto diet next week. It's a bit of a challenge. In August, I'm going on a kind of a short vacation to England and Scotland. And I want to make sure I'm trim and terrific and have no concerns about eating heavy, stodgy, dense foods. Just eating to my heart's content. So that's usually what I like to do. If I know if I'm going away on a foodie adventure, I'll usually diet before and diet after. But yes, it is in August, so we have many, many months. So I'm doing this keto test, review, challenge thing. I'm going to try to see if I can stick to keto, the ketogenic diet for 2 months. It's going to be tough. Pretty much everything I love, like all this carbohydrates, sugar, gluten, fructose, all that stuff, I'm going to be cutting out for 2 months. So my aim, I'm not going to explain to you the mechanics of the ketogenic diet, but suffice to say, I'm going to try to keep my macronutrients to below 20 net carbs a day. In fact, if I could keep it to below 10 net carbs a day, I think it's going to help me kind of increase entering into ketosis. What I've read a lot about and what I'm not looking forward to is the keto flu. Apparently, everyone who starts the keto diet, as you become keto adapted and your body starts producing ketones, or your body starts consuming ketones, or whatever it is, anyone who knows what I'm talking about, please comment below. You get these flu-like symptoms, fever, and that bone-chilling cold. So all that, it doesn't sound very exciting. So I am going to be starting near daily vlogging next week, or when I start keto. So I'm going to be chronicling, I'm going to a virtual, kind of a visual diary of my experiment with the keto or ketogenic diet. So I hope most of you will continue this journey with me, because I know that a lot of you follow me on Instagram and have started subscribing to my YouTube because of all the less than healthy foods. So I know that that's why you follow me, and the fact that I'm going down the ketogenic path for 2 whole months, I really hope that does not sway you away from continuing to follow me. After 2 months, I am going to go back to my normal diet. So just hang in there. And who knows, maybe, you know, we can both learn something and gain something out of this. My first video on the keto diet, I'm going to give you all my specifics. My weight, my waist circumference, whatever, the size of my trousers, why I'm wanting to go on it, There's one particular pair of shorts that I love to wear, and it's one of the reasons why I'm on the ketogenic diet. You will see and hear all about it when I actually publish that video. So, for now, thank you all for joining me for dinner tonight. I'm so glad to be back in Melbourne, though. I'd like to big shout out to Nelson City, Soapy, everyone in Singapore who looked after me and showed me your beautiful country and the incredible cuisine of your brothers and sisters. Thank you so much. You are all incredibly lucky. So I will see you all at the next meal. Thank you all for joining me. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button below. If you like what you watched, hit like and leave a comment. So for now, see you later. Eat well. Bye.